How many of you read my book, Behold a Pale Horse? I would assume that at least some of you have. In there, I made a statement, I started to say, for which I was ridiculed and chastised and called a nut, but I was called a nut and ridiculed and chastised for everything that I wrote in that book. But I wrote in that book that the New World Order, the utopian socialists consider violent tendencies to be genetic, and that they would identify people who have these violent tendencies, and they would collect their genealogies, and sometime in the future, all of these people are just going to be wiped out right off the face of the earth, and that they would be collecting genetic samples and genealogies. Well, everybody said, "You're nuts, they're never going to do this." Well, I wasn't nuts, and I'm not nuts. What I said was absolutely correct. It's true. You can look for a law sometime in the future that will mandate that doctors take tissue samples and turn them in to these genetic databases on anybody who has any kind of contagious disease. And they'll say that the reason is to find out if there is a predisposition to contagious diseases, and they want to have this on a database so that they can know what segment of the population is going to be infected by swine flu in the year 2020, etc., etc., etc. You watch. It's going to happen. Just like what I wrote in my book years and years and years ago and have been warning you about is happening right now. And don't sit there and shake your head no. People who have a tendency to say that I don't know what I'm talking about usually end up eating their own words. No salt, no pepper, no sauce. They don't taste very good. Because I don't say things lightly.